Hey, Big Earth Ben here. So, I just thought of this original idea for a series. I bake stuff. Yeah, that's it. Cue the intro.
Where's the clam sauce?
Wow, that was a really good intro, wasn't it? So we're not just making my famous double leg recipe. That's not the only thing we're doing today. We're also going to talk about the original Star Wars trilogy, because every time someone's tried to do one of these, I cook things and talk about things, they always stop at the original trilogy. So I felt like I should be the one to conquer that plateau. So what do I think about the trilogy? Okay, so it's, first of all, very... What am I saying? I thought of what I was saying. It's just very kind of overrated, it just hasn't aged well. That's what I'm thinking. The third thing is it's really trying too hard. It's like a try-hard core movie, as the kids would say. And I'm gonna talk about that. So movie one is A New Hope.
Yes, I bet you have.
So first of all, why does it have to start with episode 4? It's just trying too hard to be quirky and random. I'm not like the other trilogies. I start at 4 instead of 1. It's spooky. Okay, it's just stuff like that. So it starts out with these useless droids, which is it's just a stupid way to start something. I don't even need to explain why. Why wouldn't you start with the main guy, the cool person who's the main character? Except that's the other thing. He's not cool in this one. Luke is his name. I don't know if you know about that. Luke. So they meet Luke. He's just very whiny, clearly unskilled. Compare him to a good protagonist. Compare him to Rey. I forgot the last name. Rey something. Okay. She's just really cool. She just has a handle on things right away. And all good protagonists, she doesn't really have a lot of flaws. So much more believable there. Anyway, next thing they do, they meet this guy, Ben Kenobi, as they call him. And you know what? I see what they did here. His name is Ben, has red hair. It's a clear ripoff of Ben Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. In that movie, he was a quip machine. He's just throwing out quips left and right. You're right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. Classic. And also, you see, Earth is my turf, G. If you don't know how to floss, you'll be lost without me. Get chills from that line every single time. Every single time, please. Oh, and speaking of the Mos Eisley scene, wild the CGI dinosaurs, am I right, guys? Am I right? Seriously, I've been having a hard time looking this up. I can't really figure out a reason why there's so many. I get CGI was bad in the 70s, but they really could have made it more convincing. I don't know. Anyway, they meet Han, Chewbacca, and Leia, and yeah, I got nothing. What can I say? I don't know. Han murders a guy at some point, which that's kind of mean. You think he would let the guy at least shoot first, but just deplorable behavior, if you ask me. Anyway, near the end, there's a big plot hole. I don't see people talking about this. A really big plot hole. So they're building up you gotta make this impossible shot on the Death Egg or whatever, and he makes it. He makes the impossible shot. They were saying 1,001, 1,000,001 nods. Why would it be? It wouldn't be realistic if he made it, but I guess just keep it in there. Like they even bend the shot downwards with CGI to make it look like, oh yeah, he made it. Mark Hamill himself made that shot. Well, but like it's not even a convincing CGI. Like you'd think of such a try-hard movie, it would try a bit harder here. And you know, one final note, just on a serious personal level. Film's not groundbreaking at all. Not at all. Not one bit. It's just a sci-fi film, and they put a bunch of things, cool things from other genres in a sci-fi, and just because it's a sci-fi, that people say it's a sci-fi. What am I saying? What did he say in the video? Let me just... So the only reason people like it is because it's a sci-fi. Like the film's been done before. Like people just want to live in their fantasy world or whatever. Like never mind that it influenced the sci-fi genre itself and brought more popularity to it. It just, just didn't change the dial on film whatsoever in any way at all. And because of all that, I give it the final score of 4 out of 10. Film 2, The Empire Strikes a second time.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Now there are 2 of them.
So first of all, they say it's a sequel to A New Hope, and some say it's a perfect sequel. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but there was already a great follow-up to the first one. What's it called? New Hope. That follow-up is the Star Wars Holiday Special, which this film just completely ignores, and it completely dunks on the whole way through with its pure existence. Holiday Special was a great follow-up, a perfect sequel in my book, and Stir Whip Guy, I think, had more potential than anything they brought to the table in Empire. And like, to make it even more insulting, the movie starts out in a Christmassy, wintry wonderland. So like, are they trying to mock us? Trying to mark us real Star Wars fans instead of those fake ones that like Empire? Anyway, well, it's okay. Just looking at my notes here. Okay. So the movie is split between Luke and the rest of the gang. Han is sort of flying around, probably out to murder people like the horrible human being he is. And looks pretty cool. I guess he has Yoda from like the Weird Al song. Not sure why that's referenced, but I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. But of course, the thing about this film is that it debuts my boy, Sheev Palpatine. Now, Sheev here steals every scene that he's in. He's only in one scene. He sort of just, at this point, exists to have like a fine chat with Darth Vader. It's kind of quaint, but personally, I prefer the old version, the unaltered version. It just has every element for a good antagonist. The face, some lady in makeup. The eyes, sampled from a chimpanzee. The voice, provided by Joe Smith, pulled off the side of the street. And personally, the fact that he's a regular sounding person is just way more intimidating than that weak, frail old man voice that Ian McDermott gives them. Like, hey, who's that? Sorry, any old people that are watching that are offended that I call him weak, but it's just. Anyway, Boba Fett's also a character for some reason. Like, why would they bring in a character from the holiday special of all things? Don't they know how bad that one is? Gross. What else do we have in this film? Premiere's glitching out. That's weird. Just gonna. Is that just gonna be a part of this? Okay, well, whatever. I can deal with that. But what I can't deal with is the fact that everyone makes a big deal about Darth Vader saying that Luke's is the father, or yeah, that. Okay, so I didn't mention Darth Vader before. Yeah, he's fine. He's. But this whole plot line, it just makes this plot hole, because we've established earlier that Anakin is his father, and they can't both be the father. I mean they probably could in like 2023, but yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the other plot hole is that we have knowledge that he actually killed his father. So, but he's standing right there. So it's a weird inconsistency. And if it wasn't, then this still wouldn't be innovative at all. Like, father reveal plots were a dime a dozen in film back in the day. Just look it up. But of course, now they put it in a sci-fi film. People think it changed the course of film, and that's bad because it's a bad film, because it's the Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, overall, this film's a pretty cool film. Lando's kind of a fun character, I guess, and it's just overall deserving of the score 5 out of 10. So finally, Movie 3, Return of the Jedi. This film is basically split into 3 acts because, movie 3 acts, I get it. So Act 1 is a whole Jabba's Palace fun time adventure thingy. There's not much to note here, except there is one good thing. There's this incredible music sequence, just incredible. These jizz wares, as they're called officially, just wail some jizz, and it's very good. It's on par with the classic B. Arthur song from the holiday special. It has such emotionally charged lyrics. They're hold on, let me look them up. Jedi Rocks lyrics. Is someone? Okay, there it is. All right. Where does it start? Okay. As I quote, Koni nani chong no kan shakikum u chikaku ja u papa chi ka nag ki he. Honest, sorry. If this doesn't, it just puts you in tears. It just reminds me of certain. Anyway, moving on. Okay, pull yourself together. Okay. So, Act 2 has no such musical number. Unless there's like some Ewok chanting that I missed, and I forgot to write in the script. Yeah, the Ewoks are in this one, and like, if Luke gets kidnapped by them, why can't he just use the Force on them and get them the heck out of there? It's, ugh. Luke really is the, as they say, not good protagonist. There's probably a saying for that I don't really know. So, sometimes I wonder if I should like keep the mumbling bits where the only joke is that I can't think of what to say. In this instance, it's just more of laziness than of anything. What can I say? Okay. Speaking of laziness, the final act. Am I right, guys? It's actually kind of the opposite of laziness. There's a car screeching out there. Wow. It goes back to that whole try hard thing because it's 3 climaxes in 1, and it's like value for your money. which should be a good thing. But the heck am I even? Okay. I could have had like a productive homework session right now. I'm just kind of wasting time on this thing. But of course, you can't waste time on this specific part because Luke finally gets to hang out with my boy, Palpatine. Palpatine kind of just hangs out in the corner. It's kind of like Ingman in the second Sonic movie whenever Knuckles was doing anything like, oh, look at that, or wish I did that, or wait, no, it's like Ian McDermott. Oh, I'm old, I just gotta go up and get my locker or whatever. Again, I'm really sorry if any old people are watching this. I don't mean any offense. And, you know, it's kind of stupid in this part that Luke says, oh, I'm not going to fight you, Father. But then he almost drops his arm off. Like, that's not really an effective way to not fight someone, Luke. Jeez. But, of course, Palpatine is also dumb, really dumb. Because he's like, there are times when Luke is going all evil and stuff, and then Palpatine's like, yes, keep doing that. Like, come on, you're just going to make him feel bad, man. Like, come on. And finally, it's just really stupid that Vader doesn't actually kill Palpatine. Like, he shows up in Rise of Skywalker, so I think if it were me, I would have made Vader to kill him better. It just would have been a more effective way to end. I think they really should have thought about that. And speaking of thinking about things, why doesn't Luke use Force Heal to heal his dad at the end of the thing? It's just, they really should have thought about that. The writers, Luke, the character, the actor who played him, Mark Hamill, as we all know, fun guy, kind of, whoever the actor that was played him in person, not... You see, I was gonna do a joke and say like not who the voice actor, but I kind of just blanked on the voice actor's name, so the joke doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look it up now and then edit in the joke later. Oh, okay, never mind. I remember. Whoever the actor that was played him in person, not James Earl Jones. Yeah, it's not that guy, but like the other guy. Alright, fittingly, my last complaint with this film, and of all time, is with the last scene in this film, and in the entire Star Wars saga, trilogy and saga, both of them. So, you know, Luke is over there hanging out by himself, kind of lonely, looking at the Force Ghosts, which, by the way, I didn't mention this, but Force Ghosts are really overpowered. Like, it's almost a good deal to become a Force Ghost. Like, what can they do? They can use the Force, they can touch physical objects, oh yeah, and they can summon literal lightning. So what's stopping Ghost Yoda from walking up to Palpatine with some Force choke, lightning choke action? Anyway, so Luke's looking at these Force Ghosts, and we expect to see a redeemed Vader, because that's what the whole point of the last scene is. But instead, we just see Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. And yeah, I'm speechless. And people would say, "Ooh, just watch the original version." Okay, that's just some guy. Like, it doesn't really look like him. Like, pull up the side-by-side comparison, that's just a guy. Like, is it like John Smith come back for some more shenanigans or whatever? That scene alone, and also with combination with everything else, puts this film in the not good film spot. Like imagine having this being your second favorite film of a saga. Can't be me. Sorry, I had something weird in my throat. So final score on this film is a 3 out of 10. Now, it would have been a 6 since it's the 6th episode, but of course, we know it's actually the 3rd episode released, so that's why it's a 3 out of 10.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 hands.
But not anymore!
Melchior, Gaspar, and
Luke Skywalker.
In conclusion, Star Wars is bad and has always been bad. It's just really bad. And if you don't think it's bad, then your memories are lying. You're lying to me, and I'm offended by that. Lying is not a good thing that one should partake in. And you should be offended by your memories. I think that's what he said. Yeah, your memories. And that's the facts, Jack. Yeah. Destroyed. So thank you all for watching. If you want to subscribe, there's a subscribe button that lets you subscribe to the channel. So the next episode is going to be Doctor Who, and what the series has been just completely ruined by every
You know what?
writer,
Just shut it down. Just shut it down.
Stephen Moffat, gross.